everyone, I'm Farel Dava Aditya, but feel free to call me Farel or Dava, whichever you prefer. I'm 18 years old. Today, I'm really excited to share a bit about myself, my journey, and my aspiration with you. Let's start with my education. I'm currently a student at Polytechnic Negeri Bandung, where I'm majoring in computer engineering and informatics. Since I was young, I've always had a deep interest in computer and technology. It's something it's something that has fascinated me for as long as I can remember. Choosing this major feel like a natural fit because it aligns perfectly with my passion. Over the course of my studies, I've gained a solid foundation in programming and informatics. More specifically, I've developed skill in basic programming with a focus on C++, which has been really exciting. And not just in the classroom, I've also joined a robotics UKM, which has given me practical experience and opened my eyes to the creative side of technology. In terms of skill and competencies, I would say I'm quite adept at problem solving and enjoy diving into challenges head on. I've worked on several projects, especially in programming, and through those experience, I've learning how to approach problems creatively and strategically. Teamwork is another area I'm passionate about. I've had opportunities to collaborate in various group projects, and it taught me to the importance of communication and synergy with a team. I believe that when everyone is on the same page and communication effectively, the result can be extraordinary. Now, looking the future, I'm really excited about what lies ahead in my career. I aspire to become a cybersecurity expert, or as many people call it, a digital security guard. The world of cybersecurity has always fascinated me. It's a field where I can work behind the scenes, protection system, and data from threats, which is something I've always dreaming of doing. It's not just about the technical aspect. I find the responsibility of safeguarding digital space extremely cool and rewarding. And who knows, maybe in a few years I will be able to work from home while building meaningful connection with professionals across the globe. Ultimately, I have this long-term dream of starting my own company, maybe one that focuses on providing cutting-edge security solutions. When I'm not focused on school or career planning, I love to unwind by indulging in my hobbies. Gaming is one of my favorite ways to relax. It's helped me clear my mind after a long day of studying or problem solving. I also love playing badminton. It's a great way for me to stay active and have fun at the same time. And speaking of family, they play an important role in my life. I'm very close to my parents, and we make it a priority to spend quality time together despite our busy schedules. Whether it's gathering for dinner or going on trips, family moments are something I really cherish. In conclusion, that's a little window into my world. I'm passionate about technology, excited about the future, and committed to continuing my journey of learning and growing. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to get to know me. I'm really looking forward to the future, and I hope to make a positive impact in whatever I do. Thanks again and see you soon. Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I will describing one of the most influential figures in technology world, Bill Gates, known as the co-founder of Microsoft and a billionaire philanthropist. Bill Gates has left a lasting impact on the world through both his innovation in technology and his charitable work. In this video, we will explore his physical appearance, his positive and negative qualities, and what makes him such an interesting and charismatic individual. When it comes to this physical appearance, Bill Gates is often seen as modest and unassuming. He stands at 170 centimeters with a slim build and typically wears simple clothing, like a sweater or a collared shirt paired with his iconic glasses. His appearance reflects a focus on his work and ideas rather than fashion or trends. This down-to-earth image refers to the idea that Gates is a thinker more than a showman. Let's dive into the positive qualities of Bill Gates. One of the most remarkable traits is his visionary leadership. From the early days of Microsoft, he had the foresight to see the potential of personal computer in every home and office, helping to revolutionize the tech industry. Gates is also known for his problem-solving abilities, applying a logical and analytical approach not only to Microsoft innovation, but also to the work of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His commitment to philanthropy is another major positive. Gates has donated billions of dollars to global causes like health, education, and poverty, showing his deep desire to make the world a better place. His leadership and charitable work have earned him widespread respect across various fields. However, Gates is not without his critics. In the early days of Microsoft, he was known for his ruthless competitiveness. His aggressive business tactics often drew critics for being monopolist, particularly during the 1990 when Microsoft faced an antitrust lawsuit. Some view this as evidence of Gates' willingness to put success above fairness. Additionally, he was regarded as a demanding boss, with high expectations for his employees. His management style was often described as tough, and some felt he lacked empathy toward his team. Over time, though Gates acknowledged these criticisms and worked to adopt a more balanced approach to leadership. Despite this criticism, what makes Bill Gates truly interesting is his endless curiosity and passion for learning. Even after stepping down from Microsoft, Gates remained engaged with a wide variety of topics, from medicine to climate change. His intellectual curiosity and desire to solve the world's problems are key components of his aims. Furthermore, Gates is known for his calm and humble demeanor. Despite being one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, he doesn't seek the spotlight and prefers to let his work speak for itself, which makes him relatable and down to earth. His ability to anticipate future challenges, as he did with his famous warning about pandemics, is another factor that set him apart as a forward thinker. This unique combination of intellect, humility, and foresight is what makes Bill Gates not just a tech genius, but a truly charismatic leader. In conclusion, Bill Gates is an extraordinary individual who has shaped the modern world through his visionary leadership and philanthropy efforts. While he was faced criticism for his competitive nature and leadership style, his curiosity, humility, and desire to improve the world have made him one of the most respected figures of all time. Gates continues to inspire people around the globe with his commitment to innovation and making a positive impact. Hey everyone, today I'm super excited to share something with you. One of my all-time favorite pieces of clothing, this awesome Wrangler sweatshirt. Now, if you are anything like me, you have those few pieces in your wardrobe that you just reach for time and time again. Well, this is definitely one of those for me. I'm absolutely love wearing this. It's just so comfortable and honestly, it goes with almost everything in my wardrobe. Whether I'm dressing up a little bit or keeping things super casual, this sweatshirt fits in up perfectly. It really falls into the category of casual wear, which is a great because it's perfect for everyday use. I mean, I can wear this for running errands, for relaxing outings, or even just when I'm chilling at home watching a movie or playing video games. It's that kind of piece that makes you feel cozy without being over the top. Let's talk about the material a bit, because that's one of the first thing I noticed. It feels like a soft, mid-weight cotton blend. Maybe there's a little polyester in there for extra durability, but it's got that perfect balance between soft and sturdy. When I wear it, I don't feel too hot, but I also stay warm, which makes it ideal for layering when the weather gets colder. For example, when I head out during the fall, I will throw a jacket on top on it, and I feel totally comfortable without being weighed down by layers. Now, in terms of size, this one is a size XL, which gives me that relaxed, slightly oversized fit. I love that it's not too thick and not too baggy. It's just the right fit for me. Even if you like something a bit more fitted or oversized, you can play around with size to get the exact look you want. Let me give you a closer look at some of the key details. First off, the Wrangler logo on the chest is one on the features that really stand out. It's not just printed on there, it's embroidered, and that makes it feel a bit more premium in my opinion. The stitching adds a cool, understated look, which is a nice touch compared to your typical printed logos that can fade or crack over time. Another thing I love is the crew neck style. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of crew necks for sweatshirt. It's just like an easy style to wear, comfortable without being restrictive like some other necklace. It works really well in both casual and semi-casual setting. I've I've worn this with jeans and sneakers for a more dressed-up casual look, but I've also threw it on with sweat and or legging when I'm just lugging around. Speaking of comfort, the sleeves are nice and long, something I really appreciate since I like to pull them down and keep my hands warm. They got a rabbit cut of the wrist, which I think really important. It keeps the sleeve is placed strapped in warm and stop that annoying thing where the sleeve keeps sliding up your arm. And the bottom, the sweatshirt has the same rabbit there, which not only give it snug fit around the waist but also helps the sweatshirt keep its shape over time. One of the best things about this sweatshirt is how functional it is. I can easily layer it with other pieces when the weather gets colder. Sometimes I will throw a puffer vest on top or even a full jacket if it's freezing out. and it worked perfectly, but it's also breathable enough to wear on its own when it's just a little bit chilly outside. The cotton blend material really helped with that. It's not one of those sweatshirts where you feel like you're overheating as soon as you step inside a warm building. And you know what else is a hug plus? It's so easy to care for. I just throw it in the washing machine and it come out looking great every time. No special treatment needed. This thing can take whenever I throw out it, which is important because I wear it so often. Whether I'm going for a hike, grabbing coffee, or just hanging out with friends, it's just durable enough to last. Now I mentioned earlier that is one of my go-to pieces, and that really because of her versatility it is. You can dress it up later with jeans and sneakers for a casual, but together look, or you can dress it down with something like leggings and boots for a more relaxed figure. Honestly, I've worn it for so many different occasions, whether I'm meeting up with friends or even just running out for a quick grocery trip, it's always a reliable choice. So yeah, that's my Wrangler sweatshirt. It's super comfortable, versatile, and easy to style. I hope this gives you a good sense of why I love it so much, and maybe even give you some inspiration for you on wardrobe if you are looking for something casual, functional, and stylish. I definitely recommend check this one out. Thanks for watching and bye bye. Hi everyone, today I'm going to share two places that hold a lot of meaning for me. First is Semarang, my hometown where I was born and raised. And second is Japan, a country I've always wanted to visit. These two places have deeply influenced how I see the world, both in terms of my roots and my aspiration. Let's start with Semarang, the city where my journey began. Semarang is the capital of Central Java, Indonesia, and is known for its rich history, cultural diversity, and economic importance. One of the most iconic landmarks of Semarang is Lawang Sewu, which translates to a thousand doors. Lawang Sewu is a historic colonial era building that was built during the Dutch occupation. Walking through this place, you get a real sense of the city's historical significance, and it also rumored to be haunted, which adds an air of mystery to it. Another spot that reflects the cultural diversity of Semarang is Sampokong, a Chinese temple that holds special meaning for both Chinese and Indonesian communities. It's a peaceful place with bright red pillars and ornate carving, and it shows how different cultures have influenced Semarang over the centuries. Semarang is also home to one of the oldest cruises in Indonesia, the Belenduk Crowns with its distinct dome. The crowns is a testament to the city's religious diversity, where Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, and others live side by side in harmony. One of my favorite things about Semarang is the food. The culinary scene here is a blend of local Javanese flavor with influence from Chinese and Dutch cuisine. My personal favorite is Alumbia Semarang, a type of spring roll filled with bamboo shoot, chicken, or prawns. It's savory, crunchy, and absolutely delicious. Another dish that brings back childhood memories is tahu gimbal, which combines fried tofu, shrimp fritters, and a rich peanut sauce. Perfect for a weekend snack with friends. Geographically, Semarang is also a coastal city, and it has long been a key port in Javan trading history. The city Tanjung Emas port is still active today, serving as a gateway for trade and commerce. What I love about Semarang is that despite all his growth, It still retains its traditional Japanese warmth and hospitality. It's the kind of place where neighbors know each other and family is always the priority. Now on to Japan, a country I've always wanted to visit. Japan has been on my mind for years, and there's the several reasons why. One of the biggest draws for me is Japan's blend of tradition and modernity. Japan managed to honor its ancient traditional while leading the world in cutting-edge technology. One place that I'm dying to visit is Kyoto, which is known for its historic temples and traditional tea house. I imagine walking through the Selen Kinkakuji or the Golden Pavilion and witnessing its golden reflection in the surrounding pond. I'm also fascinated by Japan's practice of Zen Buddhism and visiting a Zen garden in Kyoto, like Ryoanji, would be an incredible way to experience the calm and mindfulness that's central to Japanese culture. Tokyo, on the other hand, is a whole different world. As someone who studies computer engineering and informatics, I'm especially interested in Japan's technology sector. Tokyo is a hub of innovation and visiting places like Akihabara. Tokyo famous electronic district will be a dream for any tech enthusiast. It's a place filled with gadgets, robotics, and the last is consumer technology. And I cannot wait to experience the buzz of the city firsthand. And of course, Japan is known for its food culture. I've always wanted to try sushi from a traditional sushi bar, especially in a city like Tokyo, where chefs spend years perfecting their craft. Another dish I'm eager to taste is ramen, not just the kind you can find at a restaurant worldwide, but the authentic bowls that you can only find in Japan. The idea of sitting at a small ramen shop, watching the stream rise from a fresh bowl of noodles, sounds like a perfect moment. Beyond the food and technology, I also want to experience Japan's seasonal beauty. One of my biggest dreams is to visit Japan during the cherry blossom season, or sakura. Every spring, the country is blanketed in soft pink blossom, and the sight of cherry trees blooming in places like Yuno Park in Tokyo or the Philosopher Path in Kyoto is something I've only seen in photos and videos. I'm imagining it would feel like stepping into a fairy tale surrounded by these delicate, fleeting flowers. Another aspect of Japan that fascinates me is the discipline and respect ingrained in their culture. Whether it's in their daily interaction, the precision of their craft, or their work ethic. The Japanese seem to approach everything with a sense of purpose and care. It's something I really admire and would love to experience up close. In conclusion, Semarang, my hometown, is a city that will always be close to my heart, with its rich history, diverse culture, and warm community spirit. Japan, on the other hand, is a place that excites and inspires me, with a beautiful blend of old and new. I hope that one day soon I can travel to Japan and immerse myself in everything it has to offer. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy learning a little about these two amazing places. See you again, and bye bye.